this business bite, I want to share the best leadership tips ever. Well, that's what someone shared with me. There's always new leadership tips, there's always probably better leadership tips, but here's quite a few that will be really helpful on your journey in life and business. And these came from Darren Wallace, who's Managing Director of G.J. Gardner Homes in Australia. And someone was reading through those and thought these are really good for a franchise business, which is what G.J. Gardner Homes actually are. But I felt that these not only relate to a franchise business, but they relate to every business and actually in a church and actually in your own personal walk and your own personal life. So here they are. Number one, be reliable with commitments. There is a trend today to promise one thing and do another, or overpromise and underdeliver. When you say you're going to get back to someone promptly, do so and keep them really updated on the progress of actions you've committed to. I've found that in both Gloria Jean's days and advertising days that when we couldn't meet a commitment, I rang the franchisee or the client and said, we're having issues with this, but here's what we want to do. And they'll go, that's okay, really looking forward to the next meeting. There was a habit that I had to get people out of that don't tell them anything and will just turn up when we can. That only creates an antagonistic situation and not a very friendly environment to then present or share with. So be reliable with commitments. Number two, be straightforward and transparent on how decisions are being made and share data and facts that support these decisions. There are some people who don't want to give any information out and give nothing. No one has an idea of the process. The common issue for anyone trying to sell a product or a service or even get a meeting with people, no, we're not changing. But when they actually get to have that meeting and find out what is the real issue in the company, they actually can solve that problem for the person. But the normal default position is, no, we're not interested, we're not changing. But be transparent and forward with people so they actually can probably help you and help your business. Number three, if you cannot meet a request, say so. I was not always good at this. I didn't want to upset people, but I probably upset them more by leading them on and never getting back to them or never giving them a positive answer or getting them to do even more work when there was never going to be an opportunity. So provide a straightforward but respectful no with an explanation of why this is not possible. You never know what the possibilities might come out. Number four, seek input from reputable consultants. It's easy to do everything in isolation or in our own circle, but actually listening to other people generates ideas, generates often better solutions. But there's a warning that comes with this point, and that is be careful how many voices you're listening to. We can listen to way too many voices. I've helped people over the years and they are just listening to way too many people. Maybe not as much of a problem if it was good input, but in most cases it's a mixed input and they're better to step away from the negative, the bottom of the pile thinkers and those that criticise everything they're doing. Number five, don't get defensive when explaining decisions or answering pointed questions from clients or even staff. Remember, they often have a huge commercial and emotional investment in what they're doing and in fact often in what you're doing. Number six, be accessible and supportive. If a client is in need, work out how you can help them or connect them with some people who can help them. If there's an issue with a staff member, work out how you can bring someone that can actually come and help them if you're not able to do that yourself. Number seven, be considerate of your clients as people and check in with them from time to time to see how they're going. You'd be surprised how there may be some extra business there, but secondly, builds a great relationship, which means some point down in the future, where they may want to look at different options with other potential suppliers, you're going to be top of the list because, you've seen them and you've checked in with them and you're looking after them. Number eight, be consistent in your dealings. If you're going to say one thing one time to a client and something different next time, you don't remember what you've said, but be consistent because they will know that when you say something, you're going to deliver. If there's an issue, you'll deal with it and they'll have confidence in working with you. Avoid the perception that some your staff members are favourites and are getting special benefits and others are not, that is a dangerous situation to be in your business. Number 9, respect confidences and any sensitive personal or private information that is shared with you. If a client says, can I share you this in confidence, don't go running around sharing with other people. If a staff member says, I need to share this with you, don't run around and share it with other people. Number 10, at every opportunity, remind your clients you care about their success and profitability and communicate you're there to support them. And you might even ask, how can we help you grow your business or improve your profitability or provide an answer to a problem you're having in running your business. Number 11, when changes or decisions are being made, explain how the client's success and profitability have been factored into the process. See, in the end, in a negotiation, there needs to be money on the table for you as a seller and for your client or prospect for them to be able to make money. If one factor or one of those aren't going to make money, then there's going to be a serious situation and it's not going to end well. Number 12, do a State of the Nation address to your staff on a monthly basis. Just briefly share the positive things that are happening, some innovation. Don't use the meeting to beat everyone over the head about how bad things are going. That only makes it worse. Build an encouraging and set them up. But with your clients, have a meeting at least annually, minimal, where you can share with them how their business is, how you could provide more services to them, what are the issues are they having with your company. You'll be surprised that there are issues being expressed but they're not getting through to you. And when you deal with these, you can have a client for a lot longer than probably what you would if you're not addressing those things. Number 13, actively seek feedback. And the annual meeting is good with that sort of thing, but practice managing by walking around and talking to your staff, even if there's only one or two or a larger number, and trying to find out what the issues are with them doing their job or what they're having issues with other department. You'll be surprised what you'll find out and how your business can grow and actually grow to a whole new level and service clients and internally far better. 14, be professional in speech, dress and conduct, including at conferences and social events. You've got to be careful with clients that you don't get too chummy because you'll end up sharing things you probably shouldn't share with them and you'll start seeing them as your best friends, and in many cases that's dangerous, A, if they leave, but secondly, if there is an issue in the company, then they will share some of the issues in your company with their board, with their management, and that could create an issue in your business. Number 15, show brand leadership by maintaining an active involvement in the industry associations, committee and events. That doesn't mean volunteering for everything. You may not go to everything, but be active because A, you're going to learn from other companies in that business, and secondly, that organisation or association often has to represent you to government authorities or within a change in the industry that's going to affect your business, and you need to have that strength and be, if you like, in tune with what's happening. And lastly, number 16, stay up to date with trends and changes to your industry and demonstrate you're investing time and resources to protect the future of your network. Today, in this day and age, we have so many opportunities to research information, read things, snapshot of information with Googling. You've got to be careful of some of the information that's on there, but certainly we have access to so much more material, podcasts, books, ebooks, CDs, podcast, whatever it is. And we've got to select what we listen to, but there's no excuse for us not having access to good material to be able to help us. So I hope that's helped you with those 16 points from people regard as the best leadership tips ever. I'm never sure that's the final word on things because there's always new ones coming, but that's not a bad start. So until next time, thank you.